Would he fulfill your desire to have an honest, loyal friend? He would. Would he impress you with his critical thinking abilities? He would. Would he work out daily to be the best athlete he can be? He would. Would he use creatine to make his muscles look bigger than they are? He would not. He would trust. Would he lead a mock trial team to new heights and shatter MA records along the way? He would. You see, this senior would do and does do a lot of positive things for MA and himself, setting an example for all of us. He shows that an athlete can also be a history buff and a Star Wars nerd. He shows that a self-motivator can also enjoy leisure time watching TV and managing mediocre fantasy teams. Most of all, though, he's a hilarious, easygoing guy with a fantastic work ethic and a leader on the baseball diamond. Please help me welcome the learned, fun, and constitutional Henry Newman.
So it was a classic day at MA. I was sitting in statistics class with some friends, once again caught up in a conversation which did not at all pertain to math. This time the distraction was at least sort of academic. We were talking about our experiences with reading books for fun as young children. We reminisced about our favorite books and also how easily we'd be able to become engrossed in a novel with seemingly no effort or worries. We were bathing in our own nostalgia, remembering these worry-free times with ease, and connecting about certain books that we all loved. However, we also realized that these memories were just that, memories, which made me kind of sad. Although I am pretty sure that this topic and problem applies to many of you out there, I've been taught in MA to speak from the I, so I will do just that. I grew up in a household that loves to read, to say the least. This had a profound impact on me as a child, leading me to become quite the bookworm as a young boy. I finished Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in kindergarten. I distinctly remember running into my mom's office and proudly declaring my accomplishment with the biggest grin across my face. I thought, obviously, being the best reader in my class made me the coolest kid ever. Percy Jackson, Alex Rider, The Hobbit, The Hunger Games. I was reading for fun all the time. However, through a close and lengthy investigation of the human experience, I observed that reading books neither made you cool nor got you the girls. I decided that my path to a social life would have to evolve away from reading, and that it needed to involve several other activities. I started hanging out with the cool kids, if you will, and it was at this point that I became the stellar and superb athlete jock that you all recognize today. I read a baseball book once in a while, but reading for fun slowly made its way out of my life. It's also funny, and most likely no coincidence, that as I stopped reading, technology started making its way more and more into my life. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I'll never know. But there was undoubtedly some sort of relationship between the rise of technology and my decline in reading for fun. I started watching more TV, becoming an absolute addict to ESPN. I got my first iPod Touch probably around 5th grade, and nothing made me happier. I played all the games and couldn't seem to remove this device from my life once I had it. Same went for my first full keyboard phone, which immediately became a necessity in my life as soon as it graced my world due to its incredibly satisfying sliding keyboard. And of course, lastly, my first iPhone, which I absolutely could not imagine my life without. It really was insidious in that way, the way that an iPhone or piece of technology can seem irreplaceable so quickly. Yet reading, a practice which I treasured for so long, could be forgotten and left behind seemingly in an instant. Technology and the new addiction of immediacy I embraced as a result ended up leading me to a current life that does not really consist of any reading for fun. Trust me, I've noticed this issue, and I've tried to fix it. However, whenever I start actually sitting down to read, I get through about 3 or 4 pages, make some progress, then realize I didn't actually read or process any of it. Sometimes I even get so restless I end up doing chores around the house, like my own laundry instead of reading. My own laundry. You get the point. I have a basic difficulty sitting down reading a book for fun. I think that this inability and recent problems with reading has had larger effects than just my increased productivity around the house, although this is kind of a benefit. I believe I have become less patient, more impulsive, and possibly even more easily stressed out. I believe that there is something inherently innocent and nostalgic about reading a book. Soon in the future, books made of paper will become less and less available due to their virtual competitors, and a book made of paper will bring me back to my childhood. Escaping from reality into a new world completely and utterly by yourself is in utter silence is a valuable and important experience to maintain. Although technology and my own maturation as a person has had quite the effect on my reading habits, I still understand reading's importance. I know I have to do it more often, and I encourage you all to do it as well if you have a similar problem to my own. Spend 20 minutes a day, read the newspaper or a book or a magazine, anything that piques your interest, and definitely never do your laundry. Reading will make you a better person for it, I promise. Well, maybe. I have yet to find out. Thank you. To my mom. Ever since my brothers left the house, and even before, who am I kidding? I've been a total mama's boy. I am not ashamed to admit it. You are so kind, radiant, and possess such a high capacity for love. There's a reason that all my friends absolutely adore you. I love you. To Dad, you're my #1 role model. Your hard work and sacrifice for our family is truly awe-inspiring. You're incredibly bright and seem to know the answer to any question. I hope to acquire the fatherly wisdom that you have if I have kids of my own. I love you. To Sarah, thanks for being my second mom and coming to this speech. It means a lot. To my brothers, although you guys aren't here, I love you guys. Playing Age of Empires with you never gets old, even 10 years after the game was created. Thank you for giving me a killer story to tell people about how I got my first words. Without you guys, I wouldn't be the Star Wars nerd I am today, and that would really suck. To the Mill Valley guys. You guys are often referred to by the women of MA as my hot friends. Lucky for me, the boys are a lot more than just looks. Loyalty, compassion, and most of all, sense of humor are what make us such a closely knit group of friends. Although we are literally incoherent in public, I wouldn't have it any other way. To the MA guys, I came to MA with no friends and no direction, and you guys gave me both. I love being around you boys, and will cherish the memories we've made together forever. To Derek, it's been such a pleasure getting to know you this year, and I really appreciate having someone to geek out about history with. This independent study has been so awesome so far, and I look forward to continuing it. Shout outs to the MA baseball team, the MA mock trial team, and the fantasy football league. So happy I'm not getting frosted tips. To the Star Wars prequels, which just don't get enough respect. Anybody who ever played JV basketball with me, especially with Dan Madden. Lindsay, you keep the school running. You deserve more recognition. A big old shout out to the class of 2017.